Live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Weatherman, we can't allow any further delay.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm Mark Nelson here in the First Alert Weather Center. You've reached the First Alert Weather Podcast. I'm the Chief Meteorologist here at KPTV. We're recording this on Wednesday evening. It's about 7 o'clock or so. I've got Camila Ortiz with us here.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. Hanging in there.
And Payton Major.
Hello.
Meteorologist as well. Camila, what were you saying? Did I hear right that you just flew across the country with an infant and now you're at work today?
Yeah, travel complications. We were supposed to fly back in yesterday, so basically we had to get Enzo up at 4 a.m. Midwest time the last 2 mornings.
Oh.
I didn't want to have to
love that.
Yeah, fly in and then go to work that night, but that's okay. We can do a 24-hour awake day. That'll be great.
Oh, that'll be great.
Yeah.
And did mean old Mark make you work the 11 o'clock show tonight?
Of course he did. What a jerk.
Roll road.
Oh, a jerk.
It's okay. I did get a nap. It's fine.
And Payton, you're all good, right?
I'm all good. Yeah, it's my Friday.
Nice.
Wrapping things up, so.
That's good because we have an action-packed episode 150. You know, there's a word for that. I don't know what it is. I know that the United States 250-year anniversary coming up next year is the sesquicentennial, I think.
Oh, there's a special word for 150, huh?
Maybe it's semiquintennial.
Is it cinquentennial?
I think
I'm
you're
just
right.
making that
It's
up.
half of 500.
Tap, tap,
What
tap,
would
tap,
half
tap,
of
tap.
Because
500
a
be?
centennial is 100.
Sesquicentennial. Sesquicentennial.
Mm.
Sesqui means 1.5, centennial, 100 years. That makes sense.
Wait, I heard it's half of 500, so it's something else, quintennial. Quin.
Wait, with the
For the
250 or
250,
150?
that makes sense.
For the 250. Oh, you're talking about
I'm
this
talking
one.
about this one.
You're
This
right.
is our
I'm sorry, yes.
sesquicentennial episode.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay. Let's
Sounds
get to
pretty
it.
grand.
Yeah.
Well, we had, since we last chatted, did we skip last week, right? Oh, because we had scheduling fiascos, right? Remember? So
Yep.
we skipped last week. So we were looking forward to this atmospheric river. We're going to recap the big atmospheric river, which fizzled a little bit, but it did rain. We're going to try for 100 again because, the 399s just weren't enough. So let's try for 100 once again.
Yeah.
The term of the week goes right with today's weather map, so that's kind of integrated together with our forecast. We've got viewer photos, and folks, we want to spend a lot of time on the last item, so we're going to make sure we have plenty of time. We've never read and showed you some of the weird emails we get. The Instagram. Do you get Instagram messages? I'm not really on Instagram, so
I don't do professional Instagram, but Facebook still gets some weird
Facebook
ones there.
messages.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a file that says strange, funny, weird emails. So, So we're going to go through that. So we want to make sure we have time for that. So let's just jump right into it.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I think we should. Okay, rain totals. So Portland ended up with 0.15 of an inch. Actually, I thought we had 16, but I could be wrong. Either way, doesn't matter. I thought we would get maybe close to an inch, but to find a half inch of rain, you had to go to the eastern suburbs, like Gresham, Battleground,
Wow.
Troutdale. They had the half inch amount. Sandy, almost an inch. That's kind of the foothills of the Cascades. And in the foothills, we had 1 to 2 inches.
Remind me what day this was last week? Was I gone?
Friday, most of it was Friday night. Right?
Okay.
Friday night.
Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Friday was just kind of a drip or two, right, Peyton? I think.
Yeah, not much. I mean, unless you were on the coast.
Right, because I was at the coastline of Central Coast, and it was just kind of this steady drizzle and breezy, kind of like not like a winter day, but it was just totally gray and drippy the whole day.
Yeah, and north of Seaside, I missed some pretty good rain there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tillamook got over an inch. Astoria, I put new daily record. They
Oh,
had
nice.
1.4
Right
inches.
there at the bottom. Yep.
Wow.
And their previous daily record was like 1.05 or something like that. So
I have a confession to make. I owe the weather gods 0.20 inches of rain on my home rain gauge because I realized that it wasn't recording properly. And I have 2 stations very close to me, and they were both very close. They had about an inch, or just under an inch, or just over an inch. I only got like 1/1600ths, and I realized this happens. I opened it up after I got home, ants. And it was just all, like the tipping bucket wouldn't tip. And so I poured in, I kept pouring, and it wasn't reading quite right on my phone as I'm pouring, on a sunny day to make up for it, for the yearly total.
yeah.
And I get inside and I put 0.8 of an inch in. So I'm probably about 0.2 of an inch too heavy. So how am I going to take that rain away?
Wait, can't you like recalibrate it or something?
Nah, that's too much screwing around.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, all right. You don't want accurate data, I guess. It's your
Probably
prerogative.
some rainy day in November, I'll go
ants.
out and I'll put like a cardboard over it for
Okay.
2/10 of an inch worth of
Ants
time.
have like a vendetta against you. Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't like me. It happens often.
Yeah.
All right, so we ended up with 58 hundredths of an inch so far for this month, and so that also means that it's the same as last year. Oops. Same as last year.
Dang it.
So far. Now, we have until Sunday of Labor Day weekend to get showers. That's when the month will end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here we go. Let's jump right into what's coming up here. Another shot at 100 degrees, folks. We have 3 first alert weather days coming up, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We think we'll be somewhere between 95 and 100 degrees in the I-5 corridor during this time. Does that not sound familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Seems like we just did this.
Yep. Only about 10 or 12 days apart. So warm nights, although once we hit mid-August, it's tougher to keep the nights closer to 70. So it'd be really tough to have a 70-degree low at the end of August. The nights are just getting so long.
Yeah.
Okay. And then one other thing that's playing into it, our humidity will definitely be lower. We're seeing dew points in the 40s probably Friday and Saturday afternoons.
That's beautiful.
So much better.
Camilla, what was the dew point like in Nebraska?
Mid 70s.
What?
Air temperature in the low 90s.
Yeah.
Basically, like walking around with a wet, hot towel around your shoulders.
But it makes up for the blizzard in the winter, right?
Oh, yeah. It's disgusting.
Right?
Anyway, yeah, so this
Isn't
is
that nice?
this is dry heat. We'll take the dry heat for sure.
And
Yeah.
when you get out at the airport here, isn't that always at PDX on a summer evening when you, if you
Yeah.
arrive at the airport, you're like, oh.
And today
yeah,
was
that's
beautiful.
nice.
We still had sunshine. I think it was still in the 70s when we landed. I was like, oh, thank you. We're home.
Back to heaven.
Yeah.
And then
Uh,
straight back up to not having.
I know, but I was
Yeah.
like, the timing
It'll
is a
still
little
be
bit
better,
rude
right?
with the air temperatures,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third point here we want to point out, so the coast will not be getting, the coast this time of the year, if we get an east wind later in the summer or September, the coast can easily be as hot as the valleys. You could have a 98 at Tillamook or a 98 at Seaside. That's not going to happen. It's all about the thermal trough position, which happens to be our term of the week as well. Little tease
Nice
of it.
tease.
Oh.
Nice tease. Is that what we call deep tease in this business? You tease deeper into the show.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah. So August so far is about average, right? About average. But look how many cool days we have had, cooler than average.
Yeah.
What a weird month. I mean, it's truly been odd.
Yeah.
And then it's balanced out by the 399s.
Which,
Yeah.
let's be honest, that's kind of annoying. Like, we couldn't hit 101 of those days.
That was really weird. And think of it, before they replaced that Portland weather sensor, I bet those would have been 100-degree days.
Yeah, true.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
So what was the actual temperature? Maybe it's what you feel inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we should do our weather forecast, too. Just
How I feel.
it kind of is, in a way. It's what we feel in our hearts,
It is.
plus what the data's giving us.
Actually, kind of
Right.
is when we come in and make the forecast.
Yeah.
So there you go. We've got the 3 hottest days. Will we exceed those? It's always possible we're 97, 99, 98 instead of 100. That could happen.
I'd be so annoyed, honestly.
If we
Let's
get
just
more
do it.
99s, something weird. That would be weird, right?
Let's just do it.
It's just
Yeah, if we have
Could
those
be.
399s, yeah, the conspiracy theorists will be after us big time.
Exactly. Something's
Yeah.
rigged here.
It is
Right.
all rigged because it doesn't go the way I wanted it to. Okay, so Friday, we're going to go 100. If so, that'll break a daily record. Saturday would be just sliding in under the record, just barely. And then Sunday wouldn't break a record. So we're kind of close to record territory all 3 days.
So we're going 100,
Yeah.
197, in case you're not seeing the graphics.
Where is it?
What
There it
is
is.
happening right now?
There.
Wow.
That's actually what we're going with. That was another deep tease. Okay, let's back up again.
Oh.
Okay, let's not do this,
Oh.
Mark.
We should have put like a strobing lights disclaimer on this
Yeah.
video. Jeez.
Seizure warning.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least the computer's fast. So we've had 14 days at or above 90 so far, so we're clearly going to add at least 3 more. My guess is 4 or 5. So we could still end up with 20 days at or above 90 this month.
Yeah.
Still a possibility.
Which is
All right.
so funny because last week we were like, we won't get there.
Right.
No
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Maybe another, but that's it. Yeah.
Weather Service
We're
has an
there.
extreme heat watch. I'll go on a slight rant. I still do not like the word extreme
Yeah.
for anything that's not really extreme. I understand. I'm not ripping on the Weather Service. I just wish it was a different word.
Yeah.
the heat advisory must cover, I don't know, 92 to 97 or something. And then if it's going to be above, 98 or something like that, it involves overnight lows too, they told us.
Yeah.
But I just wish it was, I don't know, what was wrong with excessive heat watch?
I don't know. I mean,
guess the word excessive?
Yeah.
Maybe it must have been a social
words aren't
thing, huh?
great, but I guess, yeah, what word would you choose? If not extreme or excessive?
Just in colors, I guess. Orange is heat advisory, red is bad, and purple is like really bad,
you
like
have
105.
You have to put words to it. You can't just put colors.
I think extreme should be reserved for the extreme in our climate, like 104 or higher.
Yeah.
Let's say 103.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. I just showed Camila our brand new KML line we put on our graphics here for the Hood to Coast relay. I found that one.
Detail. Nice.
200-mile route, as they say, coming up here. This is Friday into Saturday, a big event. They say it's the world's biggest relay, right?
Mm-hmm. The mother
Yeah,
of
I
all
didn't know
relays. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Timberline all the way out to the coastline Friday on what could be the hottest day of the year. Woo!
Yeah.
So Timberline's great. Probably, about 65 in the morning at Timberline, but by the time you get down into the valleys, just Portland, Friday evening commute.
Yeah.
Blazing hot, no clouds, totally sunny.
That was awful.
98 degrees, let's say.
Everyone that's starting in Van 2, essentially, you're starting with like the hell heat.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because those
terrible.
people don't start until how many people are on each?
I think it's
team?
like 6 to 8 per van, but yeah, the van 1 starts at the top of Hood. They come down, so then van 1 starts in Portland at like usually sometime in the late evening, or
That's their second run. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Second leg.
Van 2 starting their first leg.
Oh, I see. Van 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Whew.
that's gonna be a doozy to start.
Man.
Yeah, and it'll be fine in the Coast Range overnight.
Mhm.
No drizzle or anything to deal with out there. There's no moon, so pretty dark, I suppose.
Yeah.
And then the coastline is good. We have morning clouds at the coast, turning to sunshine, 70 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
that part's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still warm.
And we think so. Camilla, before you got here? I think it was where these emails bounced around the newsroom like, "Hey, is it the hottest ever Hood to Coast?"
Oh.
And I'm like, well, the way we're going to have to find out is to find all the dates. It's always, as far as we know, it's always been on the Friday, not Labor Day weekend, but the Friday just before that.
When did Hood to Coast start?
Early 80s.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Right.
a lot of data to go
Mhm.
through.
I think it was like 83.
So I'm like, somebody get us the dates, and if we have time, maybe we can find all that. But then I'm like, wait a minute, let's do it in reverse, because we know there's so few 100-degree days. Let's find, so what were there, Payton, only 600-degree days after like the 22nd of August?
Yeah, like 6 or 7.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's a smart way to do it.
And that's the earliest Hood to Coast could be if it's always the Friday before Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
So then I
it's
looked
like,
up all those dates. It was like, what day of the week was August 26, 1988?
Yeah.
And then if they were on a Friday or Saturday, I'd dig deeper, see if Hood to Coast was on that date that year. And we only had 1 year, I think it was 1988 actually, where September 2nd was a 100-degree day, but Hood to Coast was the week before that.
Oh,
right.
So,
okay.
so it could be the hottest Hood to Coast race, relay race. Is it a race?
Yeah, we're gonna call it that, not officially, but we think our first alert weather team judgment is that it's probably the hottest.
Yeah.
Keep hydrating and get those electrolytes in. Oof.
That's right. Look at that
Gonna be
beautiful
rough.
satellite image. Nothing, just a few patchy cumulus over the mountains today.
Mm-hmm.
The closest fire plume is over in the Idaho mountains.
Yeah.
There are no large fires burning on August 20th in
That is
Oregon.
crazy.
It's
I
insane.
believe there are 3 in Washington, minimal growth on all of those. I mean, nothing. Basically, the rain brought everything to a halt.
That's great.
Okay, everybody buckled in.
Here we
Cover
go.
the 500 millibar charts.
Here we go.
Lots of red.
Buckle in, folks. So 500 millibar heights. This is from the Euro. All models look about the same the next 4 or 5 days. So I'm going to choose the Euro here. Operational model is from this morning. 500 millibar heights. You've got a 598 decameter high over the 4 corners, sometimes called the 4 corners high, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the departing low, this is the thing that was sitting offshore. They kept giving us kind of cooler than normal weather, and it had sun the rain our way. It's finally leaving the area. A little upper level trough did pass through today, and that kept us around 80 degrees or so. Okay, but watch. You ready for it? So this is now. Wait, did I just change? Oh, I just moved it. That's annoying. I thought it was in the exact same projection. But anyway, so here you go on Saturday. Ooh, look how that high expands to the west. It's not over the top of us.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have 591 heights. I think, oh, here it is, maximum height about 590 decameters over us. Nice southerly flow overhead. All right. It's hot.
Yeah.
If this H was directly overhead, which would be pretty unlikely late in the summer, but if that were directly overhead, we could be like 105 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not. Okay, I do want to do this just for fun. So this is the comparison with what we expect Saturday at the peak of the heat, Friday and Saturday, and then the peak of the heat on Sunday the 10th, when we had that heat wave. Look how the high was
Totally
offshore. The heights were higher actually last week, 595, 596.
And then we had that kind of northwesterly flow.
Yeah, and soon afterwards, something kind of plunged down and kind of pushed the hot air out of here. I didn't say that right, but kind of squished down the upper level high. Okay, so that's quite a different setup. This also, in this setup, we don't tend to have good easterly winds because it's just the way it works. Okay, because the upper level winds are coming in from the north or northwest.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to dive deep here. I do want to jump ahead, then I think we're going to jump back. I want to jump ahead, cover the whole, the big picture here through the next 10 days. So by Monday, the heights, they're lower, but they're still 587, 588, and the orientation of the ridge is still the same. And this is why we don't expect, sometimes we have these heat waves, especially late summer and fall, where it's like 95 one day, the next day it's morning clouds and 75. We get a big marine push. In this case, the heights just gradually lower Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So this is not a good setup if you want to suddenly cool down. I think it's going to be a slow cool down, and all our models indicate that's the case.
Yeah.
Slow to leave.
Now, jumping farther ahead. So there's the ridge still over us, but weakening Monday. By the time we get to next Sunday, so this is 6 days later, this is the European ensemble average. Heights are lower. It seems to be some sort of troughing developing out, at least in Western Canada or in the Eastern Pacific. There's no evidence. I don't think any model has a hot ridge over us for Labor Day weekend. It's way out there, but just there's no sign of a hot ridge for now. But I have friends that are getting their son is getting married. And she was in a panic like 3 days ago looking at the apps that had rain for the wedding day Sunday. This is that day.
Yeah.
Do not panic about a shower chance on the app.
Yeah.
In fact, here it is. Okay, so 24-hour precip chance, European ensemble. This weekend, 0 chance for rain. But then you do see maybe a third to half of ensemble members over this 3-day weekend have some showers. So we'll see.
Yeah. This is also a good reminder that if your app is giving you some forecast for, whatever, really more than 3 days, but definitely more than 5 days out, it's a crapshoot and it's going to change. So
what is the app going to choose in this case? Which ensemble member of the 50? I mean, this one gives you rain. This one gives you a soaking rain, but all these are totally dry.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, just a good reminder. If you've got an event coming up and you're already looking and it's a week in advance, I just tell people, don't even look. Don't even look until you're like maybe 3-4 days out.
Although this person did order covers, but hasn't opened them yet. So can just ship them and send them back. That was a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we should know within 5-6 days. We should have a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
There's the 7-day forecast that was violently ripped away from you after we looked at it briefly here about 20 slides back. Okay, this is what we're going. One thing, once we hit late August and for sure in September, it's just the lengthening nights make it tougher and tougher to keep nights excessively warm under clear skies. I mean, we're still going 65. We could have a 67-degree low in there, which is pretty darn warm for the end of August. But we're probably not going to have a 70-degree low this time of the year.
That's good.
In fact, I'm not sure if that has occurred. Yeah, so that's good. And you see that slow cooling coming up. 850 millibar temps. Here we go. So I know the numbers are teeny tiny, so get close to your computer, and dear God, please don't watch this on your phone. But you got Friday afternoon, Saturday, and Sunday, so this is 850 millibar temp, about 5,000 feet, 4 to 5,000 feet. Look at that. And this is the European ensemble average, 25, 25s, and 24s.
It's toasty.
That's really hot. I mean, it typically does not, except for the big heat wave in 2021, we typically don't get above 25 or 26, maybe once every 20 years. So it's a really hot atmosphere. So the key this time of the year, especially as the nights get longer, is are we going to get a dry east wind coming down the west slopes of the Cascades and through the gorge to make that hot atmosphere really surface? And do we get full mixing? So let's bring in the cross-section analysis.
I haven't seen one of these in a good while. Nice.
Yeah, the circle that, first let's go right side. right side, this is from the Wharf GFS up at the UW, 4-kilometer resolution, pretty good resolution there. And on the right side, time goes backwards. So you notice my very nicely annotated days of the week.
Beautiful.
So Thursday, TH, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, S, Saturday, Sun, you know. If I had more time, I would have put nice little text boxes, but I didn't have that much time while I did the first 3 shows today. Well, what you see is, 700 millibars. So this is 10,000 feet. So, you know, about the top of Mount Hood up here. We live down here where I don't know what color that is. Brown,
tan,
gray, yellow,
sandish,
tan. Okay.
yeah.
Sand. We live down there. So what you see is Thursday. Can I get this out of here? I just have something going on. I'm annoyed. So the easterly flow seems to begin tomorrow afternoon, Thursday afternoon, higher up. And then it continues more or less, easterly flow, at least at some elevation above us, continues all the way through Sunday afternoon. At some elevation. Notice it dips down. Oh, somebody's got a phone call. Is that Corey Judah?
It sure is.
At 8 o'clock bugging us?
You know what?
Oh.
I'm going to text him that we're doing a podcast so he doesn't think I'm ignoring him.
You do that, and I'm going to continue with easterly flow talk. But you see how the easterly flow does seem to dip down to the surface on Friday, and maybe Saturday, maybe not. But after that time, we're not going to get easterly winds at the surface you see down here. But there's pretty good easterly flow for late summer. And like I said, it likely surfaces Friday in the metro. I think we actually get a breezy east wind, central and east metro, and possibly near the gorge Saturday. We'll see about that. All right, so if we just look at the surface pressure pattern, we got high pressure right now offshore, low pressure to the east, that's onshore flow. It's comfortable, keeps us around 80 degrees. But then look, we got tomorrow afternoon, and see this, the high pressure is still offshore. It's kind of moving to the north. Pressures have heightened here in Canada. So we're getting a northerly wind here. And what I've annotated here, it's developing what we call a thermal trough. It's definitely well established in Northern California. By the way, the colors are surface or temperature at about 2,700 feet. But the little dashed line is what we call the thermal trough. Sometimes it's called an inverted thermal trough because it's usually in the atmosphere, it's the other way around. Mm-hmm. So that's Thursday. See, on Friday, then the thermal trough is nicely established right up the Willamette Valley, actually all the way to the Puget Sound lowlands here. Wind is coming on to the coast, but it's a pretty northerly wind. And then you have an easterly flow. You got a few millibars of easterly pressure gradient through the gorge and over the Cascades. This is what we call the West Coast thermal trough. And that is your term of the week.
Wow, ding, ding, ding.
Camilla, I think you were on this one. We did this I had to find this a year and a half ago. When we talked about this. It was our term of the week in May of 2024. Yeah.
Okay, yep.
So Matt Brewer, a grad student up at the UW, he did a study on this in 2013. This is just the classical, like, what happens. It looks pretty similar to what's actually occurring. Mm-hmm. Maybe I could take a lesson from his annotations, couldn't I?
They do look a little neater, no offense.
Wait a minute. I think these are my annotations.
Really?
They're a little sloppy. Why is the H not actually, I don't think a grad student would have the H outside of this isobar here.
Yeah, but look at those nice straight lines.
Wait a minute,
Would
that was
you
a rip
do that?
on me. Yeah. No, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter for the purposes of the podcast. So this is just kind of a theoretical textbook look, and sure enough, it's kind of like what we have. The surface map on day 1, he did lots of studies of different thermal trough evolutions here. Day 2 in the morning, this is kind of like what we have for tomorrow. Day 3 on the left, day 2 in the afternoon, the thermal trough is shifting west of the Cascades and developing, and that is what we have tomorrow afternoon. Yeah. And then we get into, okay, this is the case more like spring and early fall, where look how the thermal trough goes out to the north coast.
Yeah.
It sends way out here. That's not happening this time. That's why the coast is not going to hit 90 or 95 or 100 degrees. That's more likely to happen in this pattern like 2 weeks from now if we have the same setup. Because as we get towards fall, we start to get cooler air to the northeast and high pressure. So this is more of a classic thermal trough where you have pretty strong easterlies through the gorge. And then you see day 3, see how the thermal trough shifts east of the Cascades. Mm-hmm. Okay, and there's a reason it does this, because what they did here, let's see if I get this right. What he did is he went back and he ran this Wharf GFS with different kinds of terrain on the West Coast. So this is control run. So this is what the terrain actually looks like, right? Mm-hmm. And then they ran it with smooth terrain where there's really no Cascades, but there's Rockies, mm-hmm. right? Yeah. Elevation gradually rises. And I think, what did you do here? This is no terrain. If it was just flat, kind of like Europe, where you go from the North Sea straight into Holland and France, let's say. I don't know what was this one. I don't remember no West Coast terrain. Maybe he had it so that suddenly there was a rise here. So he ran several simulations, and you know what he found? Check this out. This is how it normally looks, a thermal trough coming up along the West Coast, high pressure over the Rockies. If there was no terrain here, if it was totally flat as you move inland, there would be no thermal trough. Ooh.
Interesting.
Pretty cool.
It
So
wouldn't get warm.
as a ridge moves overhead, we just have surface high pressure that gradually moves overhead and moves off to the east. But so it's all about the mountains. Is that, yeah, basically, let me back up. Here we go. As the air starts flowing over the Cascades, or the Coast Range too a bit, if it makes it out to the Coast Range, that causes surface pressures to fall in the lee of the mountains. Typically, it happens with westerly wind. We get low pressure that develops east of the Cascades. But it's the air flowing over the mountains causes the rising motions behind, and that causes lower pressures on the lee slopes of the Cascades, which an easterly wind overhead causes surface low pressure area to basically, on the maps at least, move up.
Yeah.
So that enhances the warming. So that's our West Coast thermal trough. It wouldn't work like this if we didn't have mountains.
Yeah.
So it's all about the Cascades. It happens overhead first.
Interesting
Got
stuff.
it?
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
There's your-
love it. That's
Pretty
really
cool.
cool simulation.
That was my favorite. Like, what would it be like if we didn't have,
I know that. Yeah,
mountains?
that's neat.
Totally different look.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to let somebody else want to take this over. I have nothing. I know almost nothing about what's coming up except
Sure,
a little
I'll
bit that
take
I
over.
contributed.
This is like my contributions that I was working on all
Wait,
afternoon.
let the record show Payton put almost all of this together
Yeah.
except for just the real geeky
Whoa,
stuff.
not the thermal trough. Clearly that was you, Mark.
Yeah, I was a thermal trough guy.
Yeah. Okay, really, it's summer, so not many amazing viewer photos, at least, storm-wise or anything. But we still
Right.
got some lovely sunrises from Wilsonville. This one's from C. Thurman. Actually sent this morning.
Nice.
So, very timely. Next photo, please. Oh, okay, this is a cool one.
Ooh.
I want to know how this was taken, Clifford.
Hold on a
I'm
minute.
assuming...
There's a lot of things
Wait,
going
Wait,
on
is
in this
this
photo.
Mount Rainier? Oh, it just says there. Okay.
Yeah, Mount Rainier. We obviously got lenticular clouds. We got a rainbow reflection.
Yeah, that has a name. Hold on a minute.
I know, I couldn't think of the name.
Oh, Glory? Called the Glory? No.
Atmospheric optics going on in the clouds.
I thought it's called a Glory when your head's like, and then you get the, no.
I don't even know how to search
Do you
that.
think he's in a helicopter?
Oh,
Mark?
wait. Is that what it is?
I think he's on a mountain
Glory?
because look how
Oh,
close the
he
trees
is.
are. See those firs on the lower left?
Oh,
he's
that's
really
true,
close
that's
to trees.
true.
What'd you call it, Camilla?
I am seeing glory. Maybe a rainbow glory. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Could be.
Because like you're surrounded by like, oh, you can hear the angels singing.
Yeah. And then look
Something
at that
like that.
fat stack of lenticulars.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
PHAT fat.
Pour some syrup
Yes.
on those babies.
Mm-hmm.
These, we got a lot of cirrus cloud photos because cirrus clouds can be funky.
Yeah.
This one is one of those from Canby. Karen sent us this one, and yeah, they kind of look like they're trying to spell something out. We don't really know.
Very cool.
but-
Somebody is sending us a message from another universe with these ones.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I left this in because, we're always desperate. Please send us photos.
Mhm.
Please send
weather.
us.
Weather
Please.
and pets, please, and thank
Please
you.
do it.
And pets.
All
Okay.
right. So is it time? I think it is time.
It's time. Moment you've all been waiting for.
This is special. This is some special behind the scenes stuff right here, folks.
So, over all these years, I've noticed, viewers have comments, they have opinions. And in the old days, boomer times, in the old days, they would call maybe and
Yeah.
they'd complain. I remember having a guy, when I worked at Coin way back in the 90s, a guy he'd call drunk and always complain about everything.
Yeah, people leave
And
voicemails.
then they would write letters. I remember one time a lady wrote a letter criticizing me. It was on a church bulletin. I thought, well, that was a good use of the church
Wow.
bulletin.
Wow,
But
innovative.
nowadays, things have really changed over the years, but people have not changed at all.
Yeah.
So we thought, let's share. I actually have a file that says weird, strange, funny emails. But we're each going to share a bunch of some of the weird things people say to us. And you know what? And we can get a little risque here because it's a podcast. We're not on TV, right? So we might even use a bad word. Okay.
Oh.
Because the worst that's going to happen is the boss will say, "Don't do that again, Mark."
Yeah.
Okay?
And,
Well, Mark, you
and
gotta skip to the next slide. There we go.
oh yes, Peyton put in the disclaimer.
Disclaimer, because I am Gen Z and I know anything can make somebody offended.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
just want to say disclaimer. Yes, these are real messages, and we have covered up all names and identifying info. To protect the guilty, we mean the innocent. And it's all in good fun. We are not offended for the most part.
Yeah. Because the only way to handle these is to laugh about it with your friends and coworkers, because otherwise this business would just eat you alive, right? I mean, we get a ton of stuff flung at us from left and right.
There are some real weirdos out there.
Yeah.
But actually, now that everybody's been on Facebook and social media, now they all know it as well.
That's true.
They just didn't know it before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so I'm sorry.
You're first, Mark.
I'll just read it.
Yeah.
Mark,
go ahead.
I need to ask you this question honestly and seriously. Are you stupid, or does KPTV management want you to be stupid, or is it both? I would like to know why stupid, and stupid is in caps, is so prevalent on TV. Prevalent is that misspelled?
No, I think that's correct.
Funny. Why does it look weird? But this person, and I think the same person over the years has sent different letters to me. But they always have like some socially conscious, like in this case, it was just, like it would come in on this. This may be, I think these two go together.
A little like nature bear card.
From Rachel Carson. Didn't Rachel Carson, wasn't she Silent Spring in the 60s? You know, that got him really worried about pesticides and whatnot.
Oh, I don't know.
I think so. So Mark Nelson, name misspelled. It's an E. Okay. Notice we covered up the name. I like the love stamp as well.
Yeah.
But you're stupid. And in your honor, a tree's being planted in one of America's forests. I don't think that person really meant that for me.
No, that was just the generic card. They're like, honey, I need to just give me a card. I need to send this stupid forecaster a message.
Yeah. This one, these are two school visits. Oh. No, I'm sorry. This is the same school visit. This is the only time this has happened to me. I went to a school visit. I was probably in 2008 or so, maybe second or third graders. I won't say the school. I know it was somewhere on the east side. And these kids, the teacher made them all write apology letters because they were, quote, bad.
Were they, though?
No, they were about average.
Oh, well.
Average means, somebody's a little disruptive.
Yeah.
They're good kids. I'm sorry for being disrespectful. And then
that's
what made it so special. And the font.
Yeah.
This other one says to Mark Nelson from whoever, I'm sorry that we acted bad. You know what? Just the way I have mine set up, I cannot see. What does it say? What's the name on the lower right there? What am I looking at? Or is it just a name covered up?
No.
The name's covered up.
But then there's a little face, a little emoji drawn on.
I mean, did they just get berated by their teacher? I was calculating these kids were in third grade, so they'd be about 30 now.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. I love this one. I guess we gave a tour to somebody at some point. We don't really do tours anymore. In 2006, Mr. Nelson, thank you for sharing details from your job to the whole third grade classrooms. Oh, this is a different one. It's not a tour. It's very kind of you to not charge us. We don't charge for school visits, and this kid thought it was nice that I didn't charge them.
So he thought, or she.
Yeah. That was a cute one. These were just under the cute category.
Wait, you gotta read the rest of it. It says, when I grow up, I might prefer to be a meteorologist because it looks cool. The security looks neat, but I have one question. Don't you ever get really tired?
Oh, kids are so random.
That's so cute.
Because I would flash my security badge to show them I had to have this badge to get in.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then this one. Now, this goes from cute to psycho. This person over several years, and this makes me think it might be the same person.
Yeah,
I do know the address of this. Yeah. So weather people, all of you seem to be equally happy to see Oregon burn. It's only April, and we are in a drought, and things are burning is capped. I don't know if each of you have shit for brains retardation on the imbecile level, or if you are just myopic and self-centered. Anyway, get your heads out of your asses. If things burn, I want all of you to burn.
And then the seriously.
Yeah, next page. Seriously.
With 3 exclamations.
And Jane Goodall's Institute
Goodall
for Chimps, and it has the little print chimp things there.
Like, this person is supporting very noble causes, but then also writing these letters.
Nasty letter. These came in the mail. And this person also, so I looked up the address. I looked at portlandmaps.com. You can see who owns a home. And then I looked up, what is a people finder? I did some.
Oh, you dove in deep a little bit.
Wow. It was somebody that was in their late 70s, so I thought, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Weather people.
Yeah.
It was an average-looking house, and I thought it would be kind of fun to just show up and say, hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Now, if you saw, like, bombs lined up on the windowsill or something, that's when you maybe sound the alarms.
And this may come up with the type of letters you two get, but and emails. But we do have, HR takes this. I don't want to make too much light of this because when it says burn or I want you to die or something, then we do usually give that to our HR folks, and they'll often investigate and see whether it's a deal or not.
Yeah.
Right. We have had issues that sometimes happen. So, and then back to the cute. I don't remember this one, but I gave the tour. I thought it was fun, this kid says. I thought it was going to be boring, but I was wrong. That's nice. I'll bet we all had a good time. Sincerely, the name, and then it says, or the girl who passed out. Or what does it say? I can't see that. Or the girl who
passed out. Yes, I'm sorry for passing out.
Oh, God bless her.
Oh.
I think it was a deal. I think maybe that person just had to sit down like they were going to pass out.
But excellent cursive. This was a kid that wrote this?
This is incredible.
Nice
I could never write cursive that well. That's incredible.
And saying they're sorry for almost passing out or passing out.
Yeah.
God bless her. Cute letters.
So sweet.
Oh, back to the same. This has got to be the same person.
Yep.
Thanks for the heat, fires, death. We still have at least 2 more months of dry heat. This person clearly doesn't like sunshine and warm weather. How's the KPTV death squad going? You and Riel, I think it's Riel, make a good death squad.
Death squad.
Can we help pay for your cremation today, misspelled? Mark, thank you for all the death and destruction you desire. Go death squad.
I mean, wow.
Usually
1,
like
2,
a hashtag.
3, 4, 5 deaths in there. In all caps.
Yep. And then I think this is
This seems like
these are the same people, right? The same caps. I'm not going to read this whole thing. It's they have a good point about it's getting warmer here with global warming. That's true. Heat kills in Portland. Turn off the AC, KPTV. The heat will kill all of you. Oh, this is the one that we did send to HR.
Yeah.
Kill all of you inside your oven workplace. I just don't like kill, oven, and death together in the same letter.
And they're all uppercase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It got a
Same
little
person
intense.
on very nice stationery. There we go. So those are my letters. Now, we should also point out mine. Notice all mine were like letters. Almost, yeah, they were all handwritten letters. Okay, now we're going to move into the
modern
2000s.
age.
Modern age, folks.
Everybody.
Payton,
I
go.
have gotten letters, but not as many. Okay, this is one of my favorites. Peyton, when you go to a party with food.
Wait a minute. It's misspelled.
Peyton.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me as much as it does to you. So that's okay. Yeah. Okay, when you go to a party with food this delicious December season, and there's always that big question you ask yourself just before approaching the spread of goodies. Black, green, or white pickled onions, olives.
What?
LOL, haha. Do you have a favorite type of olive? Yep.
Wow.
Random Wednesday, 9:24 a.m.
Okay.
Yep, certified
that is really
personal
random.
trainer.
I'm glad to
personal
hear
trainer.
that. And let you know, coach and for track.
Track.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Delicious
All right.
December season.
Yeah. Oh, this is good. The only thing I don't like about you is you're too young and perky. That will diminish.
I haven't seen these folks.
That will diminish as years pass, though.
Wow, bringing you down. You'll get old and leathery, and you won't be young and perky anymore. I'm guessing this is somebody over 50 that sent this one in.
Oh my god.
That's 5:45 a.m. By the way.
Wow.
Okay, next. Oh, this is good. Peyton, just want to ask you something since I watch Outdoor GPS every weekend. Thank you. Would you happen to be single? If not, then he's a lucky man. I'm not creep. Just wanted to throw that out there if you may be interested in meet and greet, winky face. I'm 41, got my stuff together for most part.
For the most part.
Like,
That's
did
the
you
best
reply
part.
and say, what parts don't you have together? Because I think I'm
Did not
interested,
reply.
but I want to know about the parts that aren't together.
I'm not creep.
I'm not creep.
I'm not a creep.
Meet and greet.
Oh man.
You have to say I'm not a creep. That's not a good opening line.
Right.
No.
Oh, see, I don't get
this
these
is
types.
good.
Yeah.
This is good. By the way, emoji is covering everything. I really got this covered.
Thank you
no
for all
idea
that.
who this is. Hey, Peyton, my mom wants to know what you would want on your plate for Thanksgiving. I think that was his way of asking me out. Honestly, props. That was a good one.
What would you say, by the way, to this? What would you want on your plate?
Everything.
Okay, good.
I would like everything.
That's a good answer.
Everything.
Nice.
But not olives?
What about those white
Extra olives.
I'm like, are there white
Also known
olives?
as onions.
I have no. I think I googled white pickled olive. I was like, what is that?
What is that?
Was it pickled onions? Is that what it was? Something like
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. That makes no sense. Okay, this is good. I'll read it really
Oh,
fast.
jeez.
That looked good. And are you single? And do you have somebody does your hair for you? And I offering to do your hair, and I'd be happy to do your hair. And I don't have my license,
No
but I'd be
problem.
happy to do your hair. And I don't have color bowl or cutting comb. And I think you would look good with short hair or a buzz cut or shoulder length. And if short hair or a buzz cut or shoulder length doesn't look good on you, you can always grow out. And just let me know I'm doing your hair. Okay?
Wait, are we still on the same sentence?
No punctuation in there.
Nothing.
Okay.
Wow.
Thus ends that sentence.
Whew, I think I did that without breathing. All right, next.
Oh, boy.
This is a great story. Covering Hurricane Helene, we cut into NFL Sunday. Now, it's not just any game. It is truly
This is not
the
Portland.
game.
This was back at your last station.
This was back in Virginia.
Was this during the Super
Someone
Bowl?
said, no. This is just, I think, during the Washington game, and everyone loves the Commanders locally, whatever. I imagine after all this, you all go off the air and throw a little party for yourselves. This was probably the nicest comment we got. We got death threats. It was not a good time.
No.
But we were on air for about 7 hours straight, covering tornadoes. So
Because you had the severe weather from Helene, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
it's tornadoes.
tornadoes. Nonstop, 7 hours.
Wait, go
boy.
back,
That
because
was
there's another thing,
Yeah.
and this makes me mad too, because there's another comment in the same screenshot where this person's saying, put the game back on. The warning isn't even in my area. You aren't. But the warning's
Y'all.
in somebody's area. You know what I mean? It's like that concept of like, if it's not in my neighborhood, I don't care about it. But what
Yeah.
about the next neighborhood over?
That is one thing we don't have such an issue here because we don't have what we call them short fused warnings like severe thunderstorm warnings or tornado warnings.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah.
So we don't have to deal with that here. Plus, nobody writes us and says y'all in our
I
area.
know.
Right, no
That's
one
true.
said y'all.
That's very, very south. Yeah.
Okay, this is when I gotta give this guy props, okay? Let me read the comment. I love the way you deliver the weather. I could really change your life with just an S. And I'm like, what? Well, his last name's Majors.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know,
That's pretty
he
smooth.
really did think that one through.
That's
That was a
pretty.
good
That's
one.
pretty smooth. Okay.
He
Yeah.
could change your life.
Clap that one up.
Okay, this is real special. So, I was like, yeah, these are all fun and games I found an email that I sent when I was 7 years old.
Wait, hold on, Mark. How does
Let me
that
read
make
it.
you feel that when she was 7, she could send an email? Ooh, does that burn a little bit?
Oh, it feels
Inside?
really old.
Okay. Sorry,
Okay,
continue.
and, punctuation's bad. The weather people are so bad.
You said
Lots
that?
of exclamation point. Yeah, I did.
Wait, who did you send it
Today-
to?
Probably my cousin. Today was sunny and not rainy. The weather people said it was going to be rainy, but it wasn't. Emoji. Today, my mom put on warm clothes. I was so hot today at school. Did you wear hot clothes today? Mark, there is a good 50% chance I'm talking about you here.
I bet because you were watching Fox 12 when you were 7, right?
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
good
Gosh,
chance.
2015.
Also, my punctuation has improved. Just want to let you know.
I think your punctuation is much better. Oh, God bless you. A little 7-year-old
Yeah.
weather people.
and that's how
That's
she
a
knew.
lot of
That's how she knew
information.
she was going to have to go into the
So I
business
knew I was.
to get it right. Jeez.
Yep.
I'm glad you're fixing things now. And maybe it's good that you're getting those emails from others now. Now you know how it feels.
I was foreshadowing,
Yes, you were.
trying to fix things. Just kidding.
Oh, this is fun.
Okay, Camila.
All right, I'm up. Okay, very nice couple, I think, that emailed me back when I was pregnant with Enzo. I got some real gems, by the way. People love saying
that.
weird stuff to pregnant ladies, and they were concerned about my footwear, specifically in the studio when I'd wear heels. So this was an email I got after I returned back post-baby. Camilla, good to see you back. Plus, we noticed tonight that the flats are stowed and the heels are back on.
Oh, serious.
Now,
Okay.
we know you'll go back to flats when you're packing baby Enzo around, good mama that you are, because women can't walk in heels safely, of course. We don't know how to do that. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again. Always a compliment at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a compliment sandwich.
Okay. Yes, I love the outfit comments are my favorite. So keep those rolling, people. This one says, I love this weather person, but sometimes her clothing is weird, like blah, 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 tonight's date. A white outfit with very sheer long sleeves. Is she trying to show off her biceps? We
Heck yeah.
know she's an athletic female or runner. What gives? Don't the station have a dress code for what wear on the air? A suit or business casual?
Well, there's one opinion.
What
Don't
gives?
the station have a dress code?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
All right, let's see. I don't necessarily have to read all of this, but it's another wardrobe one.
I haven't seen this one.
I enjoy your on-air performance. The most important thing about being on TV, especially having to deliver sometimes drabby and boring content, is getting noticed. You wear sleeveless outfits a lot, and I think that is good, since showing more skin is beneficial in your profession.
Oh.
I
Wow.
do have a suggestion, though. This gets weird, folks. You could take it a step further and stop shaving so much, so you have a dark strip of hair that's just coming in under your arms. Your producers wouldn't say anything. You could show it off by just resting your hands on top of your head once in a while, such as when you're making talk. Let me know what you think at the end. What? I'm sorry, there's some weirdos out there. The armpit hair fetish, that's a weird one.
Was that a guy or a woman?
Don't know. I don't remember, but yeah. Okay, and now we're just going to keep sorry. Here's the truth, folks. These can get pretty explicit, and that's
why we got him on the podcast.
I've gotten some really, truly, on a serious note, disgustingly explicit stuff that, of course, we could never, talk about or share. This one is kind of towing the line. All right, so this one says, "Hi, Camilla. Don't know if you can tell, but you have a camel toe on the 5 p.m. weather.
Oh, come on.
My 12-year-old stepkid is pointing it out. Sorry." What?
Because I'm sure it's a 12-year-old stepson.
I'm sure. Yes, totally. So.
By the way, we have a first. We've never said camel toe on this podcast in reference to any weather pattern. Any 850 millibar chart.
Yeah.
But this here. Okay, here we go.
There you go. Is that it?
Is this the same one or is it different?
Oh, yeah.
I think there's one more.
Oh, because I responded. Whatever. I said, "Why is your 12-year-old stepkid looking there? Kind of weird," and a weird message to send somebody. And then this person said, "Sorry, didn't mean anything by it. Figured if my zipper was down, I'd want someone to tell me."
Right. And that person flies for a living. That person could be flying you.
Yeah. You never know what you're going to do.
Here's another one. What's this one?
This one, no comment offered, just an article sent to me, and the article's titled "The Hidden Dangers of Endurance Exercising." That's it.
Oh,
That's
boy.
all,
That's
folks.
it.
Boy, oh, boy. That is something else.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, man. Those were good times.
Yeah.
Good times, folks.
And man,
We used a few new words. We all learned a few new words.
we're just scratching the
accept
surface.
nice comments.
Oh yeah, we do
Yeah.
also get lots of nice emails, but the funny
You
ones.
think we're being too negative? Yeah, we get really nice ones too.
That's true. We should share some night. Well, then it would seem like
But
we're just kind of pumping ourselves up, and that would be
It's
weird.
like, who wants to talk about the nice weather? We want to talk about the scary, dangerous weather.
Right.
Yeah, we like
So we wanna-
self-deprecating humor. At least I do. That's my favorite.
So don't write nasty emails, but if you do, it could end up on the podcast. I think that's a big message.
I could.
Yeah.
No one is safe.
All right. Well, Camilla, you got a show in approximately 4 minutes. Is that
It
correct?
sure is.
And you know that producer Corey, he's got you at the top of the show.
I don't think so, but I better get my get ready just in case.
Yeah, you better get ready. So thanks for joining us, folks. We've had a good time here. I think we'll have a podcast next week because, I'm not sure why. I need to add another day or two, maybe 2 days off.
Are you gonna leave again?
Mar.
Unacceptable.
For a few days, yeah.
All right.
I got to use a few more comp days. So hopefully we'll see you here next week. We're going to recap. Let's see if we had a 99, 100, 101. Who knows? We'll find out all about that. And by next week, we're going to be having a good idea what's going to happen for Labor Day weekend as we wrap up summer.
All right.
Thanks for joining us. We will see you again next week on the First Alert Weather Podcast.
So stop your waiting and hesitating and tell